Okay,
Yeah.
so someone's just destroyed the background.
What? Booba! This is what he does. This is his little thing.
We call him Buddy the Bulldozer.
Because he's bulldozing the bed. Look at him. Talking to
Buddy,
the
gorgeous, I love you so much, but they were fresh sheets yesterday, and now your slobbery mush is in it. I don't mind.
You want to play with his ball?
Are you ready to get serious?
If I must. It's not my favourite. It's not my favourite emotion. But yeah, you must.
Serious with a little bit of fun.
Okay.
A sprinkling of fun.
Yeah, I'm happy with that, yes.
Because we are being the agony ants again today, ladies and gentlemen. Now,
Andrea's
picking her nails.
Sorry, it's gone a bit cracky on the end.
Before the end of a new year,
Yeah.
I feel like it's a time when you want to offload.
It's a cleanse.
It's a cleanse. You want to get fresh and squeaky clean for that new year, don't
100%.
you?
Of course you do.
Offload
Everybody
the
wants
baggage that
yes.
you don't want to carry through to the next turnstile.
And we're all about that.
Yes, we are.
Get rid of the negativity.
Yes.
And move on positively.
Lighten the loads.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, in the last video, I haven't even watched it, but I know via the comments, one of us said it's 2021. Obviously, it's not 2021.
No.
But I didn't notice that when we said it, or I said it when I was in editing, when I uploaded. Honestly,
I'm not surprised, Bobby, because currently we're working at 24/7 to get these bash them out. You're doing the editing, you're picking them up. Ask me what day it is. I have no clue.
I have no clue.
have
We
no
don't know
clue.
if we're coming or going. So,
We don't.
yeah, I think the year is 2022, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And we're going into 2023. It's about time we realise that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. fair
Anyway,
enough. Sorry about that.
should we do a positive affirmation before we get into these agony ant questions? 'Cause
Yes.
There's tons of questions, you know.
Is there?
Yeah. We need to be quick fire because we need to
Okay.
get through them and help these people. Fingers crossed.
We're not going to do what we did the other day because we do believe that that was a one-off.
Yes.
If you didn't see it, then look back and see it because it blew my mind for 24 hours.
The card in the Primark haul was magic, wasn't
Magic,
it?
yes.
Right, come on then. What can you give us today?
Well, let's hope a little bit of magic, people, shall we? I see the positives in all situations.
That's a good one. I like that.
Shall I do that, Bobs?
Yeah, and hide my head. Is that it?
I have no idea.
I think that's it. By the way, any unusual noises in the background, my darling buddy boy is playing with his favourite toy. So,
And basically anything they do is fine by us, right?
yeah,
So
I mean, it's all a bit of background noise, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this is our life.
Yeah.
Should we get into them?
Oh yeah, please.
Oh, I don't even know where to start.
You're joking.
No. And this is actually serious, you know. Like, some of these are genuine dilemmas that people have.
Okay.
And we have got to do our best to help these people out. And P.S., we are not professional, but we like to think we've got some good advice in us, don't we, Anne?
I'm full of good advice. You know this.
About me.
Well,
You,
yes,
on the other hand.
You're good at reading it out. I've got 52 years experience, you see. It does make a difference.
Yeah, I
Holy
suppose.
moly.
Oh, honestly, I
Flipping hell.
screenshotted them. Do you want to get back on the blanket, buddy?
And the blanket.
That's it, good boy. So some are Christmassy, some are not.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna pluck these out of thin air. I don't even know where to start,
We're just
Andrew.
cleansing the shiz out of this.
Yes.
Let's go.
Oh, let's start nice and hopefully simple.
Okay, yeah.
An outfit for dinner at the Ritz. Help me, ladies.
Oh, wonderful.
That is flipping cool.
Yes, it is. Now, I can help with this because I've been there myself. It was a long, long time ago. My advice is keep it simple and classic.
Yes.
Nothing too outrageous. You don't want to draw too much attention to yourself. You're going to have all on trying to work out what's happening with the cutlery. So I would go nice and classy if you can. Nice
Maybe like
and
a long
simple.
dress, do you think?
That would be beautiful. Are we talking about a lady or a man?
A lady.
Okay, then I would go for a long dress, a long simple dress.
Yeah.
That you feel good in, is very comfortable because you'll eat the food and you'll think, oh my God. So, you know, go comfy
Yeah.
and elegant.
Oh, I love that advice. Yeah,
Okay.
okay. Keep it classy, girl. What do you wish you were told before becoming a mum? My husband is ready for babies. Adding on to that, I've always wanted children, but now he's said he's ready. I'm scared.
Okay, I can bash this one out though.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it you and be real.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It is scary.
Yeah.
And nobody actually gets you ready for the enormous sense of responsibility that hit me a few days after I'd had you, and I thought, holy moly, I have got this thing to look after for life.
She's still going.
I'm still going. I would say to you that keep the positives. There are as many wonderful things as there are things that aren't wonderful about it. Some days are going to be tough. Dig in then and make sure you remember why you did it in the first place. He's ready now. Good on you for waiting until he was ready, because you both got to be on the same page. And my advice is always, both of you, talk things through and be on the same page. Because if you're not, then the issues start with you because of the child. So that child is a cute little being, but you too are responsible for it, and you too must make decisions for that child until it is of an age where it's allowed to make decisions for itself.
Can I add to that?
Please do.
Because I think about this, you know, like the thought of, I can say now I know that I would like children in the future, but if someone said to me now, yeah, you're pregnant, I'd be like, oh, start freaking out. And I think for a girl, the fact that you have got to go through that whole process is scary in itself. You can want the children, but the process to get there is a little bit traumatic. If you're always going to want to, it's got to happen at some point. And I was the same with driving. I always...
It's not the same.
Cars, babies. When it actually came to it, because it was the right time, like for you feel maybe it's the right time now. You're like, oh my God, I've actually got to go through with this. And that whole feeling of actually going through with a major step... Granted, giving birth is probably a bit more extreme, but I get it.
Yeah. When it smiles, makes it all worth it. And when it goes, mummy, you have got the best time to come. But I'm going to get real with you. It's tough. It is tough. So just be prepared for the tough times and know that it's not just you, it's everybody.
Great things never came from comfort zones.
Bloody hell, Bob. Wow.
I know, I plucked that from deep within. I'm full of quotes, do you know that?
That was fabulous. I thought you remembered it from something.
No, I didn't make it up.
Oh, you did remember it's from something. For God's sake.
I'm not a dictionary. Christmas related.
Brilliant.
Surviving Christmas with the in-laws, preparing for the unkind comments.
Oh dear.
I feel like there was another Christmassy one like that. The family politics of Christmas, family members causing an atmosphere at others or getting at others.
Christmas Day, we build up, we make it this pinnacle of our year. And I believe that is a bit of a mistake because we put all this pressure on ourselves, and we have all these people over, and that includes people that, you know, ordinarily we might spar with a little bit and not have the most smooth of relationships. Even if you want it or you don't, it's not always that smooth.
You can choose your friend, you can't choose your family. Bam, another one.
Okay, but a little negative. I'm going to move on with that. So, you know, you've got two sets of family. You've got...
Oh, that was a good one.
Crikey. Keep your little sayings to yourself from now on, Bubble.
Got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all.
There you go. People can be cruel. They can say things that are inappropriate, that are hurtful. I've been through all of these with various people, so I know what I'm talking about. But what you've got to do is keep perspective that actually it is only a day. If you feel the atmosphere's starting to heat up, you're getting more and more agitated, do you know what? There's nothing stopping you from going, do you know what I'd love to do on Christmas Day? A brisk walk, and take yourself off for a lovely walk. There is nothing to stop you from doing that, because a bit of fresh air and a bit of time to just cool down and centre yourself will be so rewarding to you, because you'll get to the end of the day and you'll pat yourself on the back and you go, well done, kid, you managed to get through that.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do.
I think sometimes when you're expecting something to happen as well, it's a bit like a pressure cooker. Yeah. And any little thing, you're like analysing it and you're like, I also do think, though, depending on what is said, you can shut somebody up, potentially forever or just for the rest of the day.
Forever?
I mean, like, with the nasty comments.
Okay.
But if they do give you a nasty comment, that in-law is getting sassy with you. Hey, it's Christmas, let's be nice, yeah? That, or, if it gets a bit more serious, part 2. Okay, if you've got nothing nice to say, then please don't say anything at all. Thank you. And continue. Bam. They'll be embarrassed in front of everyone. They'll look like the bad guy, which they probably already do if they're giving the nasty comments, but that'll shut them up because they don't want the awkwardness of being confronted. No one on Christmas deserves to be feeling uncomfortable. No one anytime deserves to be feeling uncomfortable.
No.
Especially by a family member. So I feel like if it does get to the point where you can't bear it, either take yourself out of the situation or say something like that and see how that works out, because potentially the reason they feel they can give you these comments is because they've never been told back, you can't speak to me like that. So, I've had a best friend of 6 years, spoke every day and told each other absolutely everything. The last month or so, she's been ignoring my messages and calls. We haven't had a falling out or anything. Just seems like she's ghosted me. I even messaged her after a horrible panic attack I had and didn't hear from her. I then find out through social media that she's pregnant. Again, I messaged her to congratulate her and no reply. I need advice. Do I continue to try or give up? I'd love to hear your guys' opinion. Sorry for a long message. Love your videos. They always cheer me up.
Aww.
Thank you for watching the video.
I'm going to give it short, sharp and sweet. Listen to your intuition.
She is giving... It's real, it's short, it's sharp, it's sweet. You are getting it from Andrea. Go on, give it to us, girl. Sock it to her.
Right. Listen to your intuition. You know something's up. Don't try and say, well, nothing's happened. Something will have happened to trigger her. It might not be anything you've done. It might be something that was in her head that you may have
Yeah, it
or
might
may
not be something you
done.
know about.
Yeah. Send a text message that said literally, I'm worried. I've not heard from you. Is everything okay? Have I done anything to upset you? If you get no response from that, mentally, you're going to have to think about moving on. It'll be very painful to do that. But some people are not good at telling you the truth. Maybe somebody's in her ear, changing things. Maybe somebody doesn't like the fact that you were so close all the time. So whatever the reason might be, you either get to hear about it from her, or you then, if you get no response, say, I'm really sad about this. I'm so sorry that you've not been able to discuss it with me. Know that I'm here, but I won't be sending any more messages. I'm going to have to try and move on. And do that.
Yeah.
I think that's the way to go.
Yeah.
Don't make it a drama. People love drama, don't they? They
Yeah.
want to draw everybody into their drama. They start making things up. There's no need for any of that. You've made your point, you've said your piece, and now move forward with the positivity and try and leave that behind.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there, Andrea.
Wow!
Good one.
Let us know how you get on. That was great, McKenna. Felt like I was therapising myself.
Therapising. Is that a word?
I think so.
Okay, this is serious. I have just suffered a miscarriage and my world has ended. I am 29 and got married this year.
Apart from the fact that all we can do is sympathise, that's so sad. So sad. I can't imagine how you're feeling. It must be absolutely awful. But time is a great healer, and I believe that you will be able to move forward sometime in the future. It's really hard because it's Christmas time and everybody else is happy. I'm not going to say to you, you know, there'll be another chance, because you never forget about that. Of course you won't. But you will move on with your life, and they have to progress. So stay positive, pick out the positives where you can. And I really believe that slow and steady wins the race.
I think with any loss, it feels like your world has ended.
Oh, yeah.
It feels like everything else needs to stop around you. You can't continue with life when you've lost something that is so major.
You feel guilty for laughing. You feel guilty for enjoying yourself.
Yeah. You go into like a self-destruct mode as well. I know that I did, in that, not in the same situation as you, but going through loss, you don't look after yourself. You just completely... You're just in this like state of living, but you're not enjoying yourself. It's just horrible. Obviously, it's not gone the way you wanted it to go. And right now, I think you have to feel the feelings. Don't hide anything away, because otherwise you revisit it at a later date. Feel every emotion now. Keep talking about it. And one day you will feel better to move on. It's still always going to be there, but you can find the strength to move on and continue how you wish to move on. Know that everything happens for a reason. Timing of your life and things that happen for a reason. It doesn't feel like it in that situation.
Yes.
That's a good thing to live by, isn't it? Because
Sure.
you always look back and think, well, if that hadn't have happened, I can't have had this person, or this couldn't have happened. And although it seems wrong to look at it like that, it's one of the only ways you can get through it, I think. Getting a positive mindset for the new year.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it might be good for us to do a positivity video in the new year.
Oh, I'd love
like
that.
going forward, any tips?
Yes.
Because we all just need a bit of that, don't we, guys? It's important to know that you can try your hardest to live a positive life, but as we know, other influences come in and you can't be positive all the time. And it's just about seeing the positives in all situations and trying to see the positives in all situations. It's a blessing to be here as it is. So it's like just taking everything that comes your way and trying to see the positive in that. How to deal with a teen daughter, attitude, etc. I obviously know she's hormonal, but her dad can't grasp it.
Right, so I am the mother of a daughter who's been through her teens. You weren't particularly hormonal. However, all teens can be testing. So, my advice would be the following. When there's a big blow up, a row over absolutely nothing at all, as long as it doesn't get disrespectful and there's any swear words involved, then I think pretty much like, okay, and walk away. Don't inflame it by having this huge argument. You're not going to get anywhere because they are just off the planet when it comes to expression. So I would suggest that way. If they do become rude, don't stand for it. You wouldn't stand for it any other time, so don't stand for it. Don't speak to me like that. When you can start to speak to me properly, then we'll move forward. I think it is difficult for other halves to appreciate how hormones can affect other people, whether it be your wife or your kids, or sometimes us with our husbands, you know, and our husbands' hormones, because we don't speak enough about that, and I'm absolutely damn sure they've got them. So I would say to you that the best thing to do about the husband is to explain and try to instill a little more patience on their part if you can, because it is worth them just maybe sitting it out rather than joining in, because the more people you get joining in, the more the situation gets more and more carried away. You don't want that to happen. You got to try and dampen the flames, not flipping inflame them. If you get what I mean.
I think that it's a weird time because it's like going from a child to an adult. Sometimes from a teenager's point of view, it's like that weird stage of you don't want to be told what to do and treated like a child, but you also can't be treated like you can do whatever you want. I think potentially if you slightly adjust your parenting style to less, she may be reacting like a child in certain situations, but less parent to child and more on a level. And I know that can hurt because it can feel like then your mate is shouting at you and being nasty to you, but I think that you can reason more with someone when you're on the same level and talk things through rather than being a parent-child, I'm telling you off kind of situation. Do you know what I mean? I think that creates a divide when the child is getting older and the parent is still parenting like that.
But I swear by, tell them every day you love them. I swear by that. And now and again, and this always stops, I think, when they're growing up, and at some stage you stop the hugs and you stop the kisses. Don't do that. Put your arm around them. Just sometimes all you need is that. I get it.
Yeah, be understanding.
I get it.
Yeah.
And then walk away. You've got work, you've got financial pressures.
You don't need
You've
that.
got relationship pressures yourself.
Yeah.
And then you've got this teenager kicking off about they can't find the socks, what have you done with them, I can't believe it. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm trivialising, obviously. There might be some much bigger things that you're talking about. But sometimes they're not.
Yeah.
And it's just about getting perspective on it. This is not worth an argument. Pick your battles.
Yeah, and mutual respect from both parties.
Yeah, don't throw things in like, I don't like you anymore.
Or tell them they're being hormonal, because that's probably going to fuel the fire.
There's no need to do that. Keep those comments to yourself.
This is another lost question. There's a couple like this. Not really a dilemma, but dealing with grief at Christmas. It's been 11 years since I lost my dad, but this is the first Christmas I'm hosting everyone in my home with... where's the other bit? Oh, with my partner, and I can't help but miss him more than ever. And there was another one that I saw like this. How to not feel so sad when it's first Christmas without my dad and also my father-in-law. I don't know that we can give a lot of advice on this, because this is like our first Christmas with loss, and I know so many people have had this for so long, and it feels like you're entering a new world, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's just not the same anymore.
It's not.
And it's that time, like you said, you build up Christmas, and it's that time where everyone's supposed to be happy and it's meant to be the best day of the year. And when someone so special has been taken from you, it's like, how can it be? Because the one thing that matters
isn't there. But I think, again, it's about not building up that day to be so important that it then consumes you with sadness because it's not like you wanted it to be. Because it's not a perfect day, and no day is perfect. You get great days and you get really bad days.
It's literally just another day.
It is another day. You make an effort, of course you do. But try not to dwell on it's Christmas Day and they're not going to be there. It is inevitable that your brain is going to go to that place. Try and dwell on what is around you, the positives you can get from, thank God I've got this in my life or these people in my life.
Count your blessings that you have, not what you don't have, and don't do that. Again, that thing of self-sabotage where you're thinking, it's Christmas and I don't have them. I try and not remember certain anniversaries of sad things because you're just self-sabotaging. Again, it's like putting yourself in that position to think about it. And you know, morally you might think that's the right thing to do, to know, oh, it's been 2 months today, but by doing that, sometimes that's kind of detrimental to your health, and while you're here you've got to protect that. So I think, don't dwell on that. Just think, it's Christmas, we're going to do something different, a new tradition, or just make it different. Make it just a nice day, like a nice Sunday. It is a Sunday, actually, isn't it? Christmas?
Yes, it is,
So just make it a nice Sunday roast. Nothing major. Honestly, they will be there in spirit, 100%.
They wouldn't want you to feel sad and lonely. No.
And I truly believe that they are still around us. And I've seen things recently that I'm like, there's this robin in the garden. I'm convinced that is Junior.
Oh, it's come so close. It was in the doorway. It was in the doorway
literally
yesterday.
Yes, and birds scare me usually. Flappy wings scare the living daylights out of me, particularly pigeons and seagulls. Robins are actually really cute, but the things this robin does is like what Junior did, and the things that I used to say to Junior and how I used to talk to him, I was doing it to the robin just to test it. And it was getting closer to me each time. And I was like flipping out. And you know, they say with robins, someone can come back. Don't worry if you can't see something, because I'm still waiting for Tinkerbell to make her appearance. Not sure if the fox was Tinkerbell.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, don't dwell on it if you don't see anything, because they can just be there in spirit.
I try and remember, rather than dates you lost them, I try and remember their birthdays.
Yeah, the good times.
I try and do that so you can celebrate their birthday rather than that's the saddest of saddest days that you just puts you back to where you were.
To add to that, just quickly, I know that nothing anybody says makes it better. People can say such lovely things, and that's nice at the time, but all you want is them. You just miss them. You can say they had such a nice life, you can say anything, but you just miss them. You just want to cuddle them, you just want to be with them. So I get it, it's the missing thing. But just try as much as you can to not think about it, because then you're protecting yourself and keeping yourself having a nice day.
Yeah.
I'm panicking now because I don't know which ones I've done. Let's do the Christmassy ones, because obviously we can't answer those in another one. The other ones we can answer in another one. Okay. I'll be on my own Christmas day. I'm okay with it, but any tips for keeping my spirits up?
I would make a little plan. You're on your own on Christmas Day and you're all right with it, so I'm happy about that. A little itinerary.
Oh, I like
you
that.
You get up when you do, you have your leisurely breakfast, I'm assuming. Maybe get something that you really, really like for breakfast that you wouldn't usually have. Right, you're going to do that. Then I would potentially go on a walk. I like fresh air in your lungs. I think it makes you feel like you've done something in your day if you've got nothing else to do.
Yeah, that goes for everybody. If you can get out on a walk and get some fresh air, that'd be lovely.
Really good for
or just open a window at least. Oxygen does you the world of good.
Of course it does, yes. Breathe in, breathe out a few times to get in some fresh air. Watch a great film. How often do we actually sit and watch a great film?
And let yourself just chill and do things you like to do all day.
Definitely.
And don't feel guilty for chilling, because chilling is fun.
And it's not that you're on your own. Don't feel like you're on your own. Lots of people live one person in the house. Lots of people doing exactly what you're doing on the day, and you said you're all right with it. So if you're all right with it, then make the best out of it. Just fill it with nice things for yourself.
I think also maybe don't scroll on social media on Christmas Day. Maybe have a cleanse, because sometimes looking at what other people are doing with all the family around, which they're only posting the highlights of, because there will be some backwards and forwards sassy comments, as we know.
As we know, and maybe some fallouts,
Yes.
and maybe some stroppiness.
And we're not going to put that on Facebook, are
Oh,
we?
of course we're not, because it's not very good for our content.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
So don't do that. Don't scroll on social media, because that can take your mind to a not so positive place if you're feeling a bit like you're on your own. I think just consume yourself in everything that you love to do. Have like a pamper day to yourself.
Yeah.
And really like look after yourself on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Do things you like to do, eat things you want to eat.
Yeah.
And just, I think that is so empowering.
Yeah, me
that
too.
you are okay with that, and that like you've just got the day to yourself to do that. I think that's amazing.
Yeah, lovely.
I have a sibling that is very self-centred and only gets in touch when they want something, never to invite us over and even see how we are. Do I keep making the effort to be the better person? Also, tips for tolerating them on Boxing Day at a family meal. They make everything about them.
Okay, my experience is the following. You're never going to change them. So do what's good for you. If you can be in their company, then please press the tolerance button, because no matter what you say, you're never going to change them. That is the way they're built. My tips for tolerating them is stay in a different room. When you come in, smile, hi, and then go in a different room. Try and keep yourselves apart for as long as possible. If they seek you out because they're that kind of person that wants to just try and create an argument, then maybe you could look for other excuses to go into the other room.
I do think as well, Christmas is one of those times where the family come together, but it doesn't have to be. If there's certain people you feel you need to cut out of your life because they bring you down and create negativity and everything, you don't actually have to spend time with them, even though they are your family. So you could just next year maybe organise something else for Boxing Day or something else for Christmas Day. Be a bit busy so that we don't need to meet up with the sibling, because if someone is affecting you, you don't want that.
You know, the ones that are all about me time?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so draining. It is so draining.
Yeah.
I'm sure because it's Christmas, you can spend time in the kitchen helping to prep some food.
Yeah.
Or maybe with Granny that's, you know, come over to see you and just, and hey guys, there's a film on at 3. Does anybody want to watch it? And something like that.
Let's all just sit and watch it and not talk, yeah? This is a long one, but I'm going to say it because I can't answer this because it's so long. Right. To summarise, she met her dream guy last year and he dumped her suddenly in February. No real explanation, but think he wasn't over his ex. Dated another guy for 7 months and he'd never had a proper relationship before, and found out he'd be going on dating apps behind my back. I was willing to give him another chance, but he just disappeared because he wasn't willing to change. I was really good to them both. I'm not perfect, but I'm very nice when I care for someone. I've recently went back online dating on a new app, gone through ghosting, etc. Men are strange. I've chatted to a few people, but had a first date yesterday with one guy. I was feeling really good about him. We get along, he's fun and nice, flirty but not too far. I wasn't too scared to meet him, even though I'm quite self-conscious of my looks. Date went great for the first time I met someone and thought he likes me. He asked me out again next Friday. My issue is, I showed him to my friend and they said he reminded them of the guy I dumped in February. I don't think they're alike, they've just got beards and biggish eyes, but when I met him in real life, they have a few similarities. Now I can't get it out of my head. How do I enjoy him without the shadow of my ex? I'm over him as he broke my heart. This new guy is lovely and I feel good with him and I smile texting him, but now my friends put the thought into my head. How do I see past it?
Naughty friend is what I'm going to say first.
Don't you just hate that when someone says something and then you can't get that out of your head? It like taints it, doesn't it?
I mean, you know what? Something lovely and positive's happened to you, and somebody that's, I'm assuming you're quite close to, has decided to put a negative spin on it, and they don't even know that person.
That's very annoying.
Don't let the negativity of your previous relationships cloud potential new relationships. That is absolutely paramount, number one.
Whether they look the same or not. Maybe you have a type and that's absolutely fine that they look the same. That's great for you. But
it doesn't mean their personality is going to be the same.
I mean, not being funny, I can speak for both of us here. If we're not smiling, we look like bitches, don't we?
We have a resting bitch face.
Yes, we do. And we were born that way.
Do it.
That doesn't mean we're bitches.
No.
Just because somebody looks a certain way does not mean they're going to treat you a certain way. So don't judge a book by its cover. I know you haven't. This friend's flipping stuck a roar in. But maybe don't go to that friend next time. Maybe keep it quiet for a bit. But just take that out of it, because I don't know two people that look the same that are the same. Even twins have different personalities and they look the same.
Yes.
So that's just proof.
Yeah.
Continue doing what you're doing. Don't update the friend. She can just sit on that for a bit, yeah?
Yeah.
And work it out yourself.
Yes.
You don't need somebody
and give
else's
him a
opinions.
chance. Don't suffocate him,
Yeah.
but just give him a chance.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Great advice, that Bobby.
Go again. I'm scared.
We're rubbish at that. We're not doing any
One more
more.
time. Third time lucky. Yeah. Quick Christmas one. How to deal with split family at Christmas. It's difficult to keep everyone happy. We've been through a lot of this keeping everyone happy at Christmas, haven't we?
Yeah, and I feel for you, because split families comes with a whole other load of issues and trying to please everybody. Try and keep paramount in your head. I said this how many times today? It is not the most important day.
Yeah.
It's really not.
Yeah.
It's a lovely day and you can make it lovely.
Yeah.
But don't make it rubbish because you've been trying to make it the perfect day. You can't please everybody all the time.
Expectations are the something, are the oh man, I forgot that one. That's
Google
a
it.
really good one. Expectations are the thief of happiness, something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you build it up and you put it on a pedestal. You make it into this massive thing and your expectations can never meet that.
Yeah.
So lower the expectations, make it a normal but nice day and roll with that.
Yeah.
And just see what happens.
And split families is really odd because you're trying to spend half your time with this and half your time with
you don't
that.
want people to think you like them more than the other.
No, and of course, you can't split yourself in half.
Yeah.
Bring it back, make it smaller, don't make it too stressful. Try your best to enjoy your day, but remember, you can't please everybody. That's not your fault, you can't please everybody. Just try and be nice throughout and enjoy your day wherever it might be.
Yeah. Make sure that you're enjoying your day.
Yeah.
Because that's the one thing that you do have control over.
Yeah.
Everybody else can work on themselves.
Or maybe not. While they're throwing Brussels across the table.
Not seeing the guy I've just started dating for a month and worried we'll lose contact. If he's the one, he will be there. Don't worry about it. If he's not the one. Like, time will tell, literally.
Yes, time will tell. That's
so
great.
that's
yes.
a good thing, almost,
Yes.
because you know if it's real or not.
Yeah.
6 months pregnant with my first child. How do I ensure I build a strong mum-son relationship with him like yours?
Aww.
I think, again, don't put pressure on anything.
Don't put pressure on it. When that baby comes out, don't expect that, oh my God, it's all consuming and you love it, because, you know, for me, I fell in love with one of them straight away and one of them took me a few weeks because I was feeling really...
Ooh, am I the few weeks?
Well, I was ill.
That hurt deep.
Ah. I was poorly. This isn't about you. I was poorly. It was a traumatic birth. I was straight back to work because I was self-employed. I had 5 days off. I should not have been doing that. And I was not in a good place. So it took me longer to feel a bond.
Throughout the life, like with the lady who's having trouble with her daughter at the moment, you'll get on more and get on less at different times. Andrea and Carter do get on like a house on fire, but he's also the person that winds her up the most and they fall out the most. Yeah. So it's not all, even though you can have such a good relationship, you also fall out a lot, and that's just the way it is.
Well, it's life, isn't it?
Exactly. So don't put loads of pressure on it. And I think just raise him the way you want to raise him. Make sure that you keep close, you do things together.
Keep up the kisses and cuddles.
Yes.
Don't let that go just because they're a teenager.
Yeah. Good morals. Raise them with good morals.
Oh, 100%,
and mutual respect for each other.
Yeah, great manners.
Yes.
The best thing I ever hear about myself is how wonderful my kids are. When somebody says that, I think,
Ah, I've done a great job there.
it's the only thing that I think, fabulous.
We will 100% do another one of these because I don't want to let anyone down by not answering their dilemma or question.
Yeah.
And when you send them in, that's amazing because that means that we can do the video. Because
Yeah,
if no one
yeah.
sent any in, then we couldn't do the video. So I want to be able to answer them all. We'll end on this one.
Okay.
I don't feel myself. I am a little lost. I feel my life is work, home, fiancé, dog. How do I find me again?
Just by the way you read that out, it's pressured.
Yes.
It's like dum, 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 dum. Every day's the same. Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
So change something slightly. make a bit of time for yourself, maybe have a bit of a break, maybe just a few days off work, so that it's not so dum. Try and think about the things that you enjoy, and if you can possibly do it, make yourself a hobby, or make yourself find a new hobby that will keep you entertained and bring a bit of pleasure into your life.
Sometimes I think you can look at other people and think, well, they do this, they do that, they do the other, they look like they're doing so much more. But sometimes if you just accept that actually, if you are happy with what you're doing, if you like being at home with your dog, you like your job, you like spending time with your husband, that's not a bad thing if you're enjoying that. You can accept that as, I actually like living like this, and that's fine. Don't look at other people and compare and think, I've lost myself because they seem to be going out all the time and all I do is stay at home. If you like that, that's good. But if you don't like that, then that's when you need to do something about it.
You're feeling a bit lost because there's not enough.
You feel you need something extra.
Something's missing.
Yeah.
Try to find it within yourself. Because it's not those other people. They're probably doing exactly the same.
Yeah.
The dog, bless him, is so excited to see you when you get back.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not those that are around you, it's a loss that you feel within yourself. Then try and find something that's going to bump you up a little and make you feel a bit better about yourself. And then as soon as you get onto that train, then it's amazing how many other nice positive things happen.
Yeah, life is busy and you have to squeeze in time to make you happy.
Yes.
And do things that you enjoy, because sometimes it's easy to just let go of those because you've got to do all the stuff.
Yeah, because you don't think you're as important as doing those other things.
And the reality is there's always time to squeeze a little something extra into your day. So if you can just, like, one thing, if that's reading a book that you're really into, or doing your toenails, whatever it is, if it's something that makes you feel better, then everything else in the day will feel better because you feel better in yourself.
Fabulous.
I think that's a good one to end it on. I really hope that helps.
There's so many more to do. We're going to have to do another one.
We are going to have to do another one, and we're going to do the positivity video in the new year.
Yeah.
Positive vibes only.
Yeah.
We're just getting rid of all this negative energy, guys.
Yeah.
I feel lighter already. I hope you guys do as well.
Yeah.
Right, let's do a shout out. She wants us to do it in a Scottish accent.
Bloody hell. Right, come on.
Today shout Donna, what are you doing to her? She's baiting us out right now. I actually love doing a Scottish accent, and when I'm on form, whoa, I can do it.
Right. Okay, so the Scottish accent is hello to Donna McKay. Is that it?
Donna McKay?
Yeah?
Yes! In a Scottish accent! We did it!
We did it!
Oh my god!
That's going somewhere else. It's awful. I'm so sorry. I apologise to every Scottish person watching. I'm absolutely mortified right now.
You know what pees
Donna will be
me off?
pissing herself. She'll be there going, oh my god.
Donna McKay. You know what really pees me off, right?
What?
Off camera, my accents are on point. And no one's ever going to believe me because I'll never be able to catch it on camera. I'm going to get someone to candidly film me when I'm doing accents. Because honestly, when I'm on a roll, you would think, oh my god, she's Scottish. But
Scottish.
I'm Scottish.
Donna McKay.
No way.
Donna McKay.
Donna, thank you so much for watching and commenting and being so lovely. All the way in Scotland.
Yes.
We love that. Thank you.
Bonnie, Scotland.
Bonnie! McKenna! Andrea!
No.
Andrea.
Enough. We're done. We're done.
If you haven't already, then please, we're flipping shooting through the stars with those subscribers, guys. But we are quite far off 10k still.
Yeah.
So, keep doing what you're doing because it's amazing.
Yeah. If you're from a different country, it's highly likely that we've not been seen from your different countries. We'd really like to invite the rest of the world to join us.
Because you comment and tell us when you're watching in different countries.
Hello from Calendar. Where's Calendar?
Calendar.
Okay, definitely not Calendar.
On tonight's calendar news.
Hello from Canada. Hello from Switzerland. Hello from,
Sweden, Oman.
Oman, last night. We appreciate you. We would love you to share our love with your fellow country residents.
Yes,
please.
we would. Oh my god, it would mean the world.
Oh, it'd be amazing.
Scratch map. Scratch map of where the subscribers are from.
But yeah, let's see if we can find the whole of the map. We'll order it from Amazon today for Christmas.
Oh my god, this is amazing. Okay, if you haven't already, then please like the video, subscribe, share us with a friend, and comment. P.S. Most people can bend their thumbs, so Andrea was actually
I tried
The
it out
unusual one.
yesterday in a group of friends, and there's only me that couldn't.
And in the comments, most people can bend their thumbs.
Yeah, I can't even go there because it makes me look like some sort of freaky ass that just cannot do what everybody else can do.
We're going to go now, and we'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video.
Okay, bye.